So before we get started in round number 3 today on our Elite Rounds and TGC Tours, I just want to go over very briefly some changes that were made to the game through a server-side patch. The red fast meta is finally gone. After months of the same conversation taking place, after all the times of the feedback that I myself, along with so many other people, gave HB Studios, it has finally been changed through a server-side patch that hit yesterday. If you've played the game, you've definitely noticed it. The change is pretty drastic. Drives, height, if you like very fast it, let's say, the height is probably cut in half. The yardage is brought back like 90 yards. It becomes a very hooked bad shot. Same thing is the case with irons. Same thing is the case with wedges, pitch shots, flop shots. Splashes and chips, a little bit different, not as affected. Splashes, I've noticed more of an effect when going for a partial splash. You kind of get hit pretty hard with a penalty if you fast it or very fast it. But with full splash shots, seems to be kind of hit or miss with it, so I'm not sure what the math is there. Chip shots are affected in the way of if you fast it, it actually adds spin to it. So when you fast it, it doesn't go as far and it actually stops sooner. So no more hitting any like fast chips and getting them to like roll out an insane amount and potentially go into the hole. There is something that occurred with the slow drives. I'm not sure what it was, not sure if it was by design, what happened, but a lot of people gave feedback to HB. I know that some of the devs were in streams yesterday as well, and they were seeing the problems with like slow drives and some of the irons or woods, hybrids, things of that nature. So I'm sure they're aware of it. I don't know if there's going to be a change for it. I have no idea, but we will find out. So myself, along with a lot of people, I'm guessing probably the majority of people, are very excited about this change. It definitely adds another level of a skill gap to the game, and I'm excited to see what it does to the TGC Tours, because I'm sure there is going to be a shakeup across all of the flights on the TGC Tours. Hell, maybe when I get back up to Plat, I can maybe even actually make a cut. That'd be nice. But I'm kind of glad I didn't play my rounds 3 or 4 yet, because now, we can play it with the new patch, and you can see it live in action. We can see the difference in scores as well. So here we go. We have Kensington Open at Strathlorne. This is round 3, the Elite Tour. We are currently at a 20 under. I believe I have to shoot a 24 under to get a win. Another 20 under, though, should solidify me into the top 10. So that's what we're going to be striving towards. Wind's going to be a little bit higher today on some of the holes, too. So we'll just see what happens. Let's hop on out. Round 3, Kensington Open. Let's get it started. All right, everybody's favorite outfit, right? Here we go. Oh, I'm gonna have to change round 1 outfits. We're not the red fasters anymore. Okay. Gonna have to change outfits. All right, let's see how our first shot goes. We'll probably put it right into the bunker and get a fast right off the gate, probably, right? First swing of the day, too, so this should be interesting. Oh, nope, it's a perfect. All right. That's a great way to start it off. We take it right on over that bunker. It's really nice that perfect is the best outcome again. I really do like it, and I think that's how it should have been from the start for sure. So I'm really excited to see the changes. I'm extremely excited. I forgot to turn grid back on. Well, we're not going to see the grid for this shot, but that's okay. I forgot about it. Forgot to turn it back on. Turned it off for a project. Also, another thing, gray fasts provide a flyer, so you'll get a little bit extra distance on gray fasts now. So that is something to be aware of too. You'd still have the possibility of hitting it further. It's just now with a gray fast. So if you want kind of like the same sort of outcome that would happen with like a slight red fast or even into the fast region, you can still get that with a gray fast. It still adds spin, still adds, or decreases spin, still adds more distance. They just made it so that the window, the problem window, still occurs. As you see, though, I don't know if splashes have really changed too much. I don't think they've really changed an awful lot. Again, don't know if that's by design or what. Oh, that's a tough putt to miss. She broke too much on me. It's all right. Start with a par. Unfortunate. That's an unfortunate miss with the putter. Not exactly what you're wanting to do. Try to get it back. All right, wind's gonna be about a what, 8 mile an hour probably. Maybe a 6. We'll add a little bit of de-loft to it. See if we can just get it up there, kind of like front side. Got a little bit more than I wanted on it, but that's still a really good shot. Let's see if we can actually make a putt, huh? We're gonna keep this a little firm. We should be 2 under, but we're only 1. That's kind of a bummer. I really wish I was 2 under here. That was a bad putt to miss. I thought I was gonna put enough mustard on it that kind of got through some of that break, but no, I guess not. All right, let's try to get it up here. Oof, slowed it. This will still be nicely. The wind will beat this down, maybe enough to keep fairway. No, we're in heavy, but that's okay. We can recover from here. We're going uphill, but we can still recover from up here. 73 to 80. This comes out 80, that'd be great. We might get hit pretty hard. We might get hit pretty hard with it being 20 up, especially that big hump right there. Oh, do I club up one more time? Club up and loft it instead. Does it sit on the green? It does not. All right. Let's see if maybe we can get a chip here. We slowed it, so again, that still decreases it enough on the slow. Here we are. Another par. At least we can still get up and down and scramble. I mean, that's always a good thing. Let's keep it moving. Try to get this up enough. Slight red fast. We're still going to get a decent amount of distance on it, though, because it's not that much of a red fast. But you can see, look at the distance change. Like, that's such a great change. That was a big distance change. The only reason it went so far is because, you know, we are coming into a downhill, so. But, like, these are the types of situations that you're going to get yourself into where it's like, man, I got to go for a perfect here to get the best, but if I slow this, you know, that could end up very poorly. Fasting wouldn't be bad, but no, we're just gonna go for perfects right into that wind. I don't think it's gonna stop on the green. Hit the pin. We got a very favorable bounce there. All right, let's see if we can knock home an eagle. All right. Okay. Yep. All right. Let's see if we can knock home an eagle here. That would be phenomenal. Give it to me. Stay up. Ah, close. Close. We'll take home another birdie. I'll take birdies all day. All day long. Big thing is this game's gonna play. This game's gonna play interesting because, you know, designers, especially for newer courses, kind of tried to combat the fast. So scores, I think, are gonna be pretty interesting across the board. I'm pretty excited because now you have to do like do shot shaping. You know, and when before you shot shaped, yeah, but you just always went for a fast, so it didn't matter. But now you'll have to do actual shot shaping because if you shot shape and fast it, whew, bad outcome. I'm sure if we get into a situation where I have to shot shape, I'm sure you'll see it, especially with a driver. Especially with the driver. So that great fast, we'll get a little tiny bit extra on this. Not much, but a little tiny bit extra with the great fast. Creates a little bit of a flyer. It's about a yard-ish. See if we can get this 4-iron up here nicely. Not ideal. I have been slowing it just a lot more lately. I really don't want to look at this putt because it's going to be coming up this hill. Yep. Yep. I'm not going to count this out. I'm not going to count this out. We're just going to eyeball this and see if we can at least get it close for a par here. All right, I got my mark. We're gonna come back to that. Okay. We're gonna do 70 instead. We'll do 69. That's a good number. Do I? Hang on. 8. This would be 25. Yeah, I want to do 69. We'll stick with it. We gotta just ride. We gotta ride this hill back down. We'll know where this putt's gonna land after this. It hits pretty much like the peak of this hill. It's gonna be right. Oh, it actually died out there. That's perfect. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. I thought that was gonna be way right, but it hit that hill and holy cow, it just died out. Wow. That worked out beautifully. All right, let's see. If we're going down like 15, 153, where does that put us? Still got a slight breeze though coming in. Okay. It's all about distance. Sit. That'll work. A little long, not exactly what I wanted, but that'll still work. We're gonna have some ghost break here. I sure hope not. There's no way this goes... Well, if there's no break, that is, to the cup. I pulled it. I don't know if that broke, but I definitely pulled it. Another putt we need to make. I think I just pulled that offline. That sucks. Putting failing me. Interesting. That usually doesn't happen too often. Alright, there's our first fairly big red fast. You see it eat that distance up. Still goes a ways though. 288. The good thing about it is like this course is kind of, it has some pretty big fairways, so that's definitely helping us out here. We gotta get this 3-iron to roll up there a little bit. Coming into this wind, it might not though. There's a very bad rad fast. Again, eating that distance up. Love it. Absolutely love it. The change they made is so spectacular. It's going to just add in just another level to this game, which I'm really, really, really excited for. Really excited for. Touch of a flyer there, but we should be able to get this in for a par. See, like the situation right there with that 3-iron, like if you red fast it right there, you know, you still might make it up to the green. Like that's taken out now, which is awesome. And like here, like, do you go for it? You know, it's one of those things again. It's like, do you go for it? Or do you play it back? Do you risk it? I mean, we're going to risk it. I always risk it. But like, especially with this driver, like, do you risk it here? You have to hit a pretty good shot, either, you know, a gray fast, a perfect, or a gray slow, because anything over that, you're probably going to go OB. And there is OB here. So it's like, what do you do? Do you go for it? Do you not go for it? Normally, I would say don't go for it. I probably won't in the future. But, I mean, why not? We're testing it out. We're showing it off, you know, the changes. So I've made the cut already. Let's just go for it. So, red fast. Does it make it over with the wind's help? It does not. OB. Back we go. So now we definitely have to go for it now, right? There we go. But I mean, that's just, it's such a great change, and I'm really excited for what it's gonna do for, especially like the TGC Tours community. Like what it's gonna do. It's gonna be huge. Let's see if we can save a par here. You know, there's going to be people who are upset on the other side of the aisle, of course. There's going to be people, you know, who didn't want this change. The change is going to come through, and it's definitely going to be a period of, you know, adapting again for a lot of people. Me, I just have to essentially just change up. I don't really have to change up anything. I mean, probably the only thing we have to change up is just shot shaping, which I'll just practice at. Shot shaping, 3 woods, 3 irons, those types of shots. Like I could already hit perfects with drivers, so I'm not too worried about that change at all. Let's see if maybe, just maybe, we could get this up there. Let me go over a little bit. Get this up here for maybe a par. That would be awesome. Hit it a little too hard. This might come back to the left, though. It's probably actually a good thing we hit hard. If I didn't, then that probably wouldn't have went. All right, we take home a bogey because again, we went for it. You know, like I probably won't go for that. That's a shot that I probably won't go for again. Just because it's just way too risky. You know, it's way too risky. But this changes up everything, and I absolutely love it. You know, being on the being on the side of like we need to change this. We need to change this. I'm glad that they finally listened to the community as a whole. I think that goes a long ways. A long way. You know, like this hole. Would this have been a hole where I'd be in a position of having to try to get up and down for par? Probably not. because you could just red fast it into the fairway. Like, scores are going to be changing across the board. Across the board. It's going to be an exciting, I would say, probably first month. That would be my guess. As people kind of adapt and adjust, there's probably going to be some people who, you know, maybe stop playing the tours. There's going to be people who come back, though, too. So there's going to be an adjustment period. See, look at that. We tried. I did a draw on it, and we ended up fasting it, and look at the result of it. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. I think bags are going to be more important, too. You know, what type of bags are we going to see? I already use pretty forgiving irons just because I've always played for perfects with my irons. So, you know, I've always gone the route of a little bit more of a forgiving bag with irons. So, I could probably see some people moving over to that. You know, going the route of just trying to get more forgiving irons. Definitely, probably, a lot of people will be switching off the big boy driver. I won't. I'm going to ride or die with it, so I am going to ride or die with it. But I'm also very stubborn, so kind of works out. Kind of makes sense as to why I'll do that. See, here's the thing where the problem lies. Like, I just red slowed it, and look how far this goes. That's where the problem is right now. That's the new problem that has arisen out of this. Slow down. Great recovery. 3-iron out of that bunker. God, I love this 3-iron so much. But we're going to be seeing a little bit more of that, where it's like, you know, slight fast, slight slow, you know, kind of going off fairways. I'm sure we're going to see a lot bigger disparity between fairway and regulation. I think the one big thing I'm worried about, though, is, like, Xbox users, like, how are they going to be affected? Because it's been known that, you know, getting perfects and good tempo for Xbox users has always been more difficult than the other consoles and platforms, because we have PC as well. How are they going to be affected? It's probably going to be negative because a lot of them are using the fasting method because perfects are so hard to come by, especially on the older generation of consoles. So that's going to be interesting to see play out, like how overall, you know, that works itself out, whether there's going to be a huge disparity or not. I think on the top flights of tours, there's going to be probably a bigger gap now of skill because, I mean, I know a lot of people are fasting like every shot in the top tours, but I think a lot of those people are also good enough to go for perfects as well. And since the skill gap is going to get larger because of this, I think that there's probably going to be even a wider margin of people on the top tours. Let's try a partial 3-wood here. Red fasted it. Got the power right. Doesn't matter if you're red fasting it though. Partial shots are gonna be real fun. Like, I might have to change my bag up for instances of partial shots, because that's what I rely on. That's one thing that I relied on a red fast for, was partial shooting. I think a lot of people did, because partial shots and getting tempo down is definitely an art. So that might be one thing that I will have to change up. Or not even change up, just practice a lot more. Practice a lot more getting that tempo down on those partial shots. What's a bummer is I should have 2 putts here. We should be 2 under better than we are now. Here's another one. It's like, do you go for this now? You know? Like, this is another one. You could have just red fasted and been completely fine. But, like, do you go for this now? You run the risk of putting it into the water now. Again, I'm going to go for it. Would I later? Maybe, maybe not. But I'm going to go for this now. I mean, if I red slowed it, I probably could make it over. But I don't want to do that because I'm sure, like, with the devs being in and seeing it, I'm sure it's probably going to be changed at some point in time. So I don't want to even get used to that. I want to practice on the perfects now. But, I mean, I'm going to go for this now. So let's do it. Would I go for this in the future? Maybe not. Depends on how the rounds are going, I would say. But it adds that next level of... It adds that next level of course management now, which is just, I think, personally, phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. This is a tough pin, actually. Dang. Again, got the distance. Still got a red fast, though. So we're going to be up in the bunker here. Super, 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 super excited for this change. So good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, very excited. Oh, it's so good. So there, par instead of a birdie. You know, birdie, eagle. Oh, man, I'm so pumped. Just the amount of skill gap this adds is just great. I'm excited to see how the scores shake out. Yeah. Just overall super excited. I wonder what the next thing the community will find to rally behind and talk about for the next 7-8 months. Honestly, I'm just kind of happy about my YouTube comments. That's going to be fun. Forums won't be as toxic either. Oh my gosh. Actually be able to go on and talk. Great. This is going to be awesome. Streams won't talk about it anymore? Oh my gosh. It won't come up 900 times every stream? Oh man. I haven't even thought about that. That's actually probably more exciting than the change itself. I think a lot of people aren't going to have anything to talk about, though. So, I mean, I feel bad for them. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. We hit that hill. Brought it back down to the cup a little bit. All right, let's not miss this, huh? This probably will break right or something. Or break left like 9 inches. Okay, it didn't. Thank God. Oh, that would have been terrible. All right, sitting at a 4 under. We are not going to be able to get it up there, so... Overall, I think the drives have gone pretty good, though. Yesterday, I saw Hemo do a test about, you know, going for perfects, and he was like 2 of 10 or something like that. But I think once people, especially people who have put a lot of, you know, hours into this game and have done the due diligence of at least getting tempo down pretty good overall, I don't think people are going to find this change too difficult. I mean, overall, there's just because, you know, a miss is a miss now. Like, that's the big thing. You know, and you can feel your tempo a lot of the times. So now it's like, if I fast it, like, I feel the fast now. You know, and it represents it on the course as well. So that's the big thing. That's going to be just huge now. Slide fast, we're gonna get a flyer here. Which we did. I think they could probably even adjust it where you get more of a flyer. Because another point that was brought up is like, well, now, you know, water hazards to the back, unless you just straight up pick the wrong club, are kind of not in play anymore. So I think they could probably even add more of a flyer to Gray Fast. And it would be fine. Straighten out. What are you doing breaking to the left? Where was the break to the left? Oh. Come on. Seeing pars on par 5s, though, is really awesome. That's nice. Oh, do we try to, like, hit this hill and roll it down? I mean, that's probably the best bet, right? De-loft it a touch and try to hit this hill coming down. Yep, just like that. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Oh my gosh. I did exactly what I wanted to do. Oh no. Come on. Oh. Dang it. Dang it. God, that's a bummer. All right, let's pop this sucker out there. Again, we red fast it here. Not gonna be good. Like I said, not gonna be good. See, this is the things that I absolutely love about this. Love that. Absolutely love it. So now what do? Do you play it over, and if you red fast it, you red fast it, kind of thing, you know? Like, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Like, your misses are punished. And what a great thing that is. So exciting. What an exciting day. What an exciting day. See if we can enter out on a bogey. Which we did. All right. Awesome. So we shot a 4 under, which is great. That's right in line. We will take it. A nice little solid 4 under. Man, Jive struggled as well this round. We'll have to see what round 4 brings, because right now we are sitting in a T17, 24 under. That puts us into a T52 for the elite. A lot of people have shot their rounds, you know, before this change was made. So like next week is going to be the real true test of like how people do. But I'm excited to see it. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait. Thanks for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like in the video. Think about subscribing to the channel. Let me know what you think about the Red Fast stuff. This is about the only time I'll probably ask about it. Let me know what you think about the update to the Red Fast. Of course, I know if you've seen the Red Slow stuff, that obviously needs to change. So I'm sure that it will be at some point. Usually when they roll stuff out like this, they keep an eye on it and they try to push something out as quickly as possible. Hopefully that happens this time. That is if it was, you know, not intended. But yeah, that's all she wrote for today. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And I will be back here for round 4 coverage. See you then.